Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And you know what? This is the longest it's been since I've posted. It has been 3 weeks today, but let me explain. A lot has happened. I have a lot to share. Um, and I also went on vacation. If you're noticing, I have a bit of a golden tan. I went to Greece and I'm going to share videos about that too. Um, but I'm all about being real with you guys, keeping it real. And you know what? I needed a little bit of a break with everything that's going on. And after you've watched this video, you're fully going to understand why. And I first want to say shout out to the subscriber who literally just made my day today, Lindsay and Kent. It is so exciting that you guys are planning on moving here. And if it wasn't for you guys today, I wouldn't have kicked my butt into gear and been like, you know what? I do motivate people and people actually appreciate my content. So let me keep going. So let me explain. I was in a serious car accident and I no longer have my vehicle. And my car is totaled and the other car was totaled and I was injured. And that was on the day that I would have been shooting. Let's get into this. So I'm all about, energies and like, I know the Serbs are going to kill me on this because we are all Orthodox, as I am as well. But I am also all about like karma, what goes around comes around, positive energies. Hey, it's a full moon. Okay, so it was August 8th, and I was like so excited. I'm like, Mickey, it's the 8th and the 8th, and apparently the portal's open for positive energy. On this day, we're not going to make any major decisions, and we're leaving on Friday for a vacation. This is going to be a phenomenal week. Everything's going to be great. The crash happened on August 8th, the 0808 portal. And I know Serbs are going to be like, see, Nicole, this is why you believe in God and not anything spiritual other than God. But I believe in God and that you can still have an open portal of like positive energy on particular days, if that makes sense. Anyways, so we were heading to my nail appointment actually because I was going on holidays and I was so excited about my appointment. And we're having a conversation and my husband goes to make a left and Adetta, who had their indicator on in the wrong lane, supposed to be turning right with his right indicator on, decides to go straight at full speed, T-bones my car, and I drove. My Serbian friend told me my vehicle was the same size as the World War II tanks. So I basically drove a tank and it came from Canada. There was no other vehicle in Serbia like it. And this Golf rocked us so hard that it spun us into the opposite direction and blew our airbags, and I was hurt. I was physically hurt. I was mentally hurt. That car was destroyed. Unfortunately, that person came out in with a paramedic and ambulance, and there's so much to cover on just this incident. And I want to walk you through it. And if you're an expat or you're moving here, this is so important. This is something I really should have covered already, and I didn't. So let me take the time to share all of the information with you, such as emergency numbers that I did not know that you need to write down right now. If you are visiting, moving here, this is not something that you should just say, oh, I'll figure it out, or, I'll learn it when I get it. No, learn it, because you know what? 911 is like ingrained in our brains if we're coming from North America. 911, 911 is easy. 911. It's not 911 here, but we have more to cover on that. Okay, let me slow down. So first, let me give you the phone numbers. Hold on. Okay, and I'm saying hold on because I have not memorized all the numbers because there are a lot. The number I called in this incident, I didn't even know that number, guys, and that is a big problem. Like, let me not even express my disappointment with myself, and let me just try to stress that please don't find yourself in my situation where you're in an emergency, you need the help, and you don't know the numbers. So for an emergency response, I know the number is 112. And if you call 112, I hate to be the Debbie Downer, and I really love Serbia, but the one thing I'm going to stress to you is they do not speak English. And the person who answered the phone, I'm in literally, like my whole body's in shock. I am surrounded by our airbags in the car. I'm covered in airbag dust. And my husband's already gone out of the car to see what's going on. And he says, call 911. Now I'm looking at my car, and my car, being a newer vehicle, has like the SOS, and it's like calling 911, calling 911, call interrupted, calling 911. Yeah, my car can't call 911 because I'm in Serbia. Okay, so I, not knowing the number and in complete shock, messaged my friend on Instagram in Serbia, hey, I am in an emergency. I need the phone number for emergencies. Guys, I already know how stupid this is. Okay, so he doesn't answer. So I text him. He doesn't answer. So I call my sister-in-law in complete shock. And here's how the call goes.
Where are you guys? Our car just got totaled. We just got smashed. Yeah, can you come here? We're at, where the soccer is. Leah had soccer. You know the main area where everyone turns? We were T-boned pretty badly. Our car's totaled. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Mickey was T-boned, but his airbag's all blue. Leah's at soccer stuff. Okay. Do you know the number for the police? Call 112. Okay. Or 192. Okay, bye.
Okay, so she gives me the phone number. Now I hang up. Now imagine all this time has passed. I don't know the condition of the other person. I haven't even been able to turn around and see the other person. And I know that we really need like everybody to kind of block our vehicles because this is serious. We cannot move our cars. It is completely smashed. And if you're new here, insurance will stress you, do not move your cars in these situations. But the Golf, his entire engine, and this is what I saw afterwards, was smashed up to his windshield. He could not move his car even if he wanted to. We could not move our car because our airbags were all blowing and we couldn't do anything with our car. Okay, so 112 is emergency services. Then I have saved in my phone. The police is 192. The fire department is 193. The ambulance is 194. And again, emergency services as a whole is 112. Now, I know some of you guys are going to say, they don't have to speak English. We're in Serbia. I'm sorry, I feel different. If I can go to DM, Lily, Tortilla Casa, food places, hair places, apotecas, pekaras, so guys who don't speak Serbian, because I don't, pharmacies, bakeries, and people speak English, I feel that it should be prerequisite that the person answering the phone for emergency services would speak the universal language of English, which is what majority of the Serbs here speak as a second language. You don't have to speak it good.
Hi, we were in a car accident, and oh, hold on, Mickey, they don't speak English.
But, I mean, even if I say upomoć, meaning like help, if you don't understand any English and I don't speak any Serbian, we have a problem. And I, in my best Serbian, wouldn't be able to tell you where I was because I didn't know the street name, and I'm in complete shock. Anyways, so my husband hops out, gets on his vest, which I've talked about in my other videos. In case you haven't watched my videos about cars and like needing your vest and needing your triangle, he sets everything up. Mind you, I'm worried he's hurt at this point. And he talks to the police. He calls insurance right away. I'm still sitting in the car. I can't move. I'm physically able to move, but I'm mentally so discombobulated. And a paramedic walks over to me and she said, "You okay?" And I say, "I think so." And she says, "Okay, dobra," and leaves. Guys, I was taken back by that. I'm in shock. She didn't even check like my pupils to make sure I was okay. I did hit my head. I did not end up going to the hospital. I just had a really, really, really sore ribs and sternum, I guess, from the seatbelt. So it hurt to breathe in, it hurt to laugh, etc., etc. No, the kids were not in the car with us. Thank God. But yeah, and then here's the other thing. We had insurance that covered us from bumper to bumper. And this is totally our fault. So I also want to warn you guys this. In Canada, bumper to bumper includes, like, if you're in a serious car accident, you're going to get a car rental. Fast forward in Serbia, you get a car rental for 24 hours. Yeah. Anyways, lessons were learned here. We're still learning the whole process of like how to go through dealing with the insurance, and the police report is online. You don't even get to know their final decision of like, you know, who was right or wrong, even though we mentally know who was in the right, who was in the wrong. You don't get to see that. It's loaded into some type of online portal, and then you have to go and request it. And as I've told you, administration here is a nightmare, so that's just further proof. And I've also talked about how bad I feel the drivers are. This was also further proof. And so many people have said to us, you know, you got to be really careful driving in Serbia, because although there's all these, you know, schools that teach driving, you know, they're not the greatest. Please excuse this stuff. Like, it's my bedding that I kind of just moved. Yeah, so at the end of the day, I can say we are safe. We are good. And I am thanking God that, you know, we didn't walk away with any serious injuries despite the airbags blowing. Mickey being in good physical shape, he walked away without any injuries. He actually felt totally fine, even though he also had his seatbelt on. I guess that means I need to hit the gym because I must be out of shape even though I've lost weight. But I just want this to be a reminder to everyone who's moved here or who is moving here that saving emergency numbers is serious. Having insurance is not only required, but absolutely the best thing you can do is have Costco insurance, which is that bumper to bumper if you have a vehicle that you at all love or cherish. Now, that was on my portal day. Don't make any important decisions. And after that, I was definitely not up for making a video, and I was trying to figure out how I'm driving to Greece without a vehicle. And we ended up renting a car and taking a rental that was much smaller than what we're used to, and jamming it with all of our stuff to be able to go to Greece for 8 days, which I'm so excited to share the videos with you guys. but I first needed to start here. And I had already told you guys, like, I had content, and here I am being like blindsided by new incidents, but this could have happened anywhere in the world. What again I'm going to stress is know your emergency numbers. I knew where the closest hospital was, but I couldn't drive myself there. So what good was that? I actually thought I knew what I was doing. And I actually feel like I had let down my children if they were there to see that I didn't know the 911 number, which here again I'm going to stress is 112. So just don't be like me. Do better. Anyways, I am, like I said, I am totally fine. And I'm going to share so much more with you guys. We did still leave according to plan on the Friday, and I will share it soon. Talk to you soon. As always, vidimose. Ciao. P.S. If you're moving from Canada or the United States and you're like, or you message me and you say, Nicole, how can I thank you for, all the messages or the chit chats? This girl loves Sour Patch Kids, sour watermelon slices, cherry blasters, American chocolates. Just message me. Listen, even just getting brown sugar, I'm excited. I don't need the money. I just want the junk food that I can't get my hands on. I mean, everyone needs money, and I am eventually going to have to work, but I mean, I don't need money for just sharing my life, but a little bit of candy wouldn't hurt. Anyways, ciao.